Yeah, raccoons are gonna kill you, don't you know, eh?
Don't let them get into the beer, eh?
Oh, no, no. Oh, man, then you'll be in big fucking trouble then.
I know,
then.
like, drinking with a raccoon, like, sounds kind of fun.
It sounds
okay?
cool, but you're
But
gonna have a
before you
bad
know it,
time.
you're gonna be drinking every day.
And the raccoons are
And
just...
not-
My childhood tasted like chaos. A beehive after the baseball bat, a broken Ferris wheel. At 8, I was diagnosed a disaster, an incurable catastrophe, an unrepentant shit disturber. I was the kid you did not want in your class. You know, the one who couldn't sit still, couldn't do the drill, didn't fit the bill, never would, never will, until I got the chill pill. Ritalin. Now we're fitting in, paying attention, listening better than it's been. Let's not pretend it's a solution. It's not. Just the best we got because the system's shot. Having attention deficit hyperactivity disorder is like living inside a violently disobedient clock. Seconds slowing into forever. Then jumping into overdrive. Warp 8, warp 9, warp 10. Mr. Scott, I need more. Aye, Captain, but I'm afraid she'll blow. Having ADHD is like being an exclamation mark in a world of commas. It's telling the cop, go yourself, because the dial on my rage diminisher is malfunctioning. It's tuning out my wife who's sitting right in front of me, because the fly on the ceiling is walking backwards, and I forgot to call my mom, who was a terrible cook, but I didn't care. I ate so fast, food barely touched my taste buds. I don't know why they call them buds anyway. It's not like they become flowers, or friends, or beer. I remember the first time I took Ritalin. My mental merry-go-round began to slow down, and everyone suddenly started speaking human. But by then, I found my own ways to cope. I went to 5 different high schools, failed every class except gym, drama, and dope smoking. Math was like studying advanced theoretical Klingon, like bungee jumping off the back of a pickup truck. I still don't speak numbers. My adolescent mind was a paper plane in the palm of a hurricane. And ultimately, the only thing school ever taught me was that I wasn't good enough to make the grade. I know my attention fluctuates, but when love calls my name, I focus like the Hubble. I can see God's fingerprints on every flower petal. I remember the cut, color, and texture of that dress you wore the day we met, the saline sweetness of your sweat, and every switchback curve in your beautiful smile. You say living with me is like having a Swedish death metal band in the basement and a drunk kangaroo in the bedroom. But although I can't sit still for more than 3 minutes, I still see forever in your eyes. And though sometimes I don't pay attention, I know exactly how much this love is worth. The world disdains the distracted mind. They prefer us focused on our flat screens, too terrified to imagine a world without drones, war zones, or corporate prisons. But my mind is full of visions so breathtakingly beautiful. My God, I wish you could see them too. I may never be normal, but what is normal in a world of infinite variety? And in the quiet backwaters of my mind, I know I am not damaged. Just different. And isn't being different the one thing we all have in common?
That's kind of how dogs are.
Okay, Spike. I'm
Common?
what we all have in common.
Yeah. What we all have in common?
What was that? Is that a pitch pipe?
Sure, yeah. We're gonna go with pitch pipe. Yes. Joining me in the studio as always is Chicken a la Miga the motherfucking fingers.
Hello, my baby. Hello, my honey.
Hello, my ragtime gal. Blah, blah, blah.
Blah, 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 blah.
If you refuse me, honey, you lose me. Blah, 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 blah.
I sang at the fair on Thursday.
Uh-huh.
That was fun.
Yes.
People were, again, confused that I didn't win the contest.
And by people, do you mean you?
No.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, you better not start that, like, Trump people shit. Oh,
No,
people are
I'm
saying, like, oh, yeah.
I'm a special guest for the karaoke contest.
Got it.
I'm
Okay.
not allowed to win.
Well, that would be why you're not. I mean, you just answered your own question,
So
right?
I'm a ringer.
You're a ringer.
Yeah, they bring me in because I'm good.
Oh, okay.
So, but people were there to watch the competition. You know what I mean? So they don't really know what's going on. Like they do me a pretty good intro. You know, they're like special guest and blah blah blah, and he does comedy too. And like
Somebody just called.
but if you're just walking by and you hear me sing, you would think I won. You know, because
Right.
I'm pretty good.
Do you have people calling?
Calling.
Someone just called from a 505.
Oh.
I don't know. I do not know. Somebody did. Oh, whatever. They'll call back. Or they won't.
That's tough.
Yeah, I wouldn't worry about it. Let's see. There we go. Oh, man. Motherfucker.
Dun, dun, dun.
I'll let you answer.
You have reached ADHD Radio. My name is Kevin.
Hello? Cool. Yeah. That all you got, man? Okay. All right. All right. What else? Oh, okay. Thanks for calling, man. Bye.
Okay.
And that's the place we live in. Thank you, 505. That was fantastic.
Yes.
Approved. We welcome that kind of stupid. Because, like, you know, we are that kind of stupid.
Poop stuff.
Yeah, poop stuff. Like, fuck it. Good enough for me. All right. What you got, Kevin? Nothing?
Oh. Google Fi Unlimited plan.
Yeah. Why are you reading about cellular plans? That's interesting.
I lost my phone
Okay.
when I took Isaac to the fair the other day.
Uh-huh.
So I've been phoneless.
Yes.
It's weird.
I mean, it's kind of weird, I guess.
And so I've been typing everything on the iPad, which is like having the mega giantest phone. It's like having iPhone 11 Super Max.
Okay.
Like, it's huge.
Yeah, it's like having a king-size Hershey bar.
And so I'm typing and I'm like,
Right.
instead of,
Yes, just like that.
and so that's different.
Yeah, no. It totally is.
It feels weird,
Yes.
but I've gotten good at it.
Okay.
And then, like, you see my iPad when the screen's turned off,
Mm-hmm.
and there's these little circles where my finger is,
Mm-hmm.
where the keys are in the keyboard.
It happens.
I was like, whoa, that's pretty cool. That's kind of neat.
These things do happen.
It's way too bulky to, like, carry in your pocket, you know?
Right.
So you can't do that.
Oh, well.
But then it doesn't have, mine doesn't have 3G or whatever it is, the data.
Okay.
So it only works on the Wi-Fi.
Oh, man. That is a sad state of affairs.
So if I did want to lug it around and act like it was a phone,
Yeah,
I still can't.
you'd be hard pressed.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's good. Yeah, Kevin lost his phone. For those of you, if anyone has attended the UNM State Fair and just happened to happen upon a bench, I don't know,
Old ass.
that had an old ass phone.
Kind of shitty iPhone.
This old ass kind of shitty phone,
that you really can't sell because I sent a fucking blacklist code to it. So good luck, champs.
Oh, you realize that the 505 caller was Isaac, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. Just wanted to be sure. Just had to be sure. Because I had no idea. How would I possibly know these things?
And so he was talking about, I was telling him, so like Wendy's and McDonald's and Burger King, they all tweet each other lately. Have you noticed this?
Well, yeah.
It's like one has a bad day, and then people are like, "Well, everything's cool at Wendy's."
Okay. Have you?
And they'll like tweet at Burger King, and they'll be like, "I guess you didn't have it your way," you know?
Right. No. I know.
And so if they tweeted like my friend's tweet or messaged like my friend's message, it'd be like, "Hey, Wendy,
yes, big boy.
check out my buns.
Oh, your buns are actually kind of soggy.
My buns are fancy."
I don't know if they're fancy, but we're never, what are you, never frozen, bitch?
They have seeds all over them.
Caraway seeds. They get stuck in your poop.
Did I mention I'm the Burger King? Hashtag have it your way.
Right, and then the Burger King guy would
If I could have it my way, I'd put my meat in Wendy's buns.
Wendy's like, ew, old man buns.
Let me put my meat in your buns.
Yeah, just like that.
Yeah, because I'm the king.
Kang.
Look
The
at
Kang.
me. I'm the
K-A-N-G.
Burger the- Get out of here, old McDonald.
Get out of here, old McDonald. You goddamn old McMahon.
Nobody want to talk to you, old McDonald.
No one wants to talk to old McMahon.
We don't want your buns. We don't want your meat. You get out of here.
Get out of here.
You go get back to your wife, Aunt Jemima.
Aunt Jemima's like, why are you bringing me into this, huh?
I just make the pancakes.
I make the goddamn pancakes, and all of you love the pancakes. So I don't even want to hear it. I will hear none of that.
Get out of here, old McDonald.
God damn it, old McDonald.
Hashtag have it your way.
Hashtag my way, motherfucker. Snakes on a plane.
Do you, Wendy, take you, the Burger King,
No, come on.
to be your lawfully wedded husband?
To have and to hold and to have small tweet wars with as long as you both shall live.
I pronounce you Mr. and Mrs. King.
Yes.
Now we're going to change our place to Wendy King's.
Wendy Kangs. You saw Demolition Man, right?
If we put our, Wendy, if we put our forces together,
Yeah.
we are the second and the third largest burger chains in the world.
Burger chains.
If we put these together, we'll have more
More
old McDonald.
More than old McDonald.
You believe that? Welcome to Wendy King.
Wendy Kangs.
This is our children, Whopper Jr. and Carl's Jr.
And Carl Sagan. Fucking astronomer. Like, that's all I could think of.
Carl's and Whopper Jr.
Carl Whopper Jr.
Say hello, Whopper Jr. Hello.
What's up? God
Yeah.
damn.
Ever since I got me some of this ginger.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, Wendy. You do have better buns.
Damn, woman. Damn, woman. I had no idea.
Oh my God, I wanted to talk to the Burger King. Hi, I'm Wendy.
Fucking Fran Drescher. I didn't know you were Wendy. Oh, man. That's frightening. That is some scary ass shit.
I got a red wig and a marker. What do you want?
Isaac is writing in that Wendy left me for Five Guys. Yeah. Wendy just wanted a gangbang. It happens. It happens. Sometimes you just can't escape it. You know.
Man. Hey, King, what's wrong with you, bro? Wendy left me.
Wendy left me.
Oh, man. Did she run off with that Hardy? No.
No.
She ran off with 5 guys.
5 guys. How am I supposed to keep up with 5 motherfuckers?
That's a lot of dudes.
That's a lot of dudes. That's a lot of spunk. God damn, Wendy's fucking slut. Motherfucker.
That's a lot of different meat in her buns.
There's a whole bunch of different meat in the bun. God damn.
Damn, Wendy.
Do they pick days or do
You
they
did
just...
me wrong, Wendy.
Well, she's done herself wrong. That's a whole bunch of guys.
I'm going to go get with teriyaki chicken bowl.
Yeah. Yeah. Me and the fucking Panda Express.
McDonald's does the Panda Express.
What? That's a McDonald's company?
Yeah, you didn't know that?
How the fuck would I know? Remember, okay, I got to get back to Demolition Man. You've seen Demolition Man, right?
Everything is Taco Bell.
Right. In Demolition Man, the only franchise to survive the fast food wars was Taco Bell. And it's all Taco Bell. Like the 5-star restaurants, the 4-star restaurants, the 3-star restaurants, the dive bars, everything is Taco Bell.
Everything Taco
Absolutely
Bell.
everything Taco Bell.
Unless you go into the sewer and then you could get a rat burger.
That's right.
That's a tasty rat burger.
Yep.
I ain't never had no rat before, but
Right. He's like, oh, man.
that smells really good,
I
you know?
love that fucking rat burger.
Did you hear that the new Rambo's coming out and everything?
That's right.
It's going to be a new Rambo. It's called Last Spooge. Last Blood.
Isaac now writes in the 5 guys used peanuts.
Use their peanuts.
Oh, okay.
They
Totally.
sure did.
I don't get it, but okay.
Oh, use your peanuts.
Oh, penis.
Are you allergic to peanuts?
This is like some sort of father-son speak that I completely don't understand.
Oh, these are my peanuts.
That's right.
How much peanuts you got?
Too much. Too goddamn much. What do you got, Kevin? Because I'm going to start reading shit.
Do it. Read something.
You got it. First, I have to pull up my web browser.
NASA Dragonfly drone will explore Saturn's largest moon. That's pretty cool.
That is way cool.
I don't need to read the whole article.
It's a
cool.
nuclear-powered, completely autonomous drone.
Nuclear power.
As far as I'm concerned, that's pretty much as cool as it gets.
Except for Bone and Wendy.
Fucking Wendy. That fucking slut.
Hey, Wendy. You sick of them 5 guys yet?
You had enough of those 5 guys?
Bring it on home to Daddy Burger King.
Come on, bring it home to Daddy Burger.
You know I'm the king, baby.
That's right.
And he looks like the brawny paper towel guy with the fucking crown on. Have you noticed this?
No, but I believe you.
The Burger King is like a nasty looking dude compared to Wendy, you know, like Wendy's a fine looking ginger. Oh yeah, everybody likes gingers, don't they? Burger King does.
Here's a classy one. Every now and again, we get a piece of journalism that is inescapably disgusting. And by every now and again, I mean like pretty much every damn time. All right, I present to you the following headline. Couple busted for DUI had sex in back of cop car. Apparently it was rather bloody sex. Either that or like she has meth face.
Yikes.
A Florida couple. Of course it is. Facing a list of charges after a deputy said they had sex in the back of his patrol car. Ex-cons Aaron Thomas, 31, and Megan Mondonaro, 35, were initially stopped by a deputy after they were spotted riding bikes with no lights and almost being hit by a car in Nassau County, Florida. Lovely. According to the Miami Herald. That is a lovely piece of journalism. We've got a few to pick from today. Sex robots with coding errors could strangle you in the act.
Whoa.
This is a very classy piece of work from Tweaktown, which definitely sounds like something that should never be. Kevin, quit looking that shit up. That is worthless. We are off of the freaking Burger King.
Oh, this is him. He's the Burger King.
Yeah, I get it.
I wear a medallion like a pimp that I am.
That's right.
See my medallion? See my bling? And then look, does he wear pants? We don't know.
No, we'll never know.
We're not sure if the Burger King wears pants.
The world may never know.
All I know is she left me for 5 guys.
That's right.
That's a lot of dudes.
That is way too many dudes. Like entirely too many dudes. All right, what you got, Kevin?
Melinda Fry Tony, 44, of Oak Hill, West Virginia, was charged with wanton endangerment on August 22nd for brandishing a pistol in the parking lot of the New Life Apostolic Church.
You need to make your text bigger.
May 11th. Bigger than that?
Yes, Kevin.
It was big.
Good. All right, fine. There. I mean, if you were to see it in the output, you would understand just how small that is.
Oh, I'm sure. It seems Melinda, wife of Pastor Earl Tony, and Lori Haywood, 29, wife of youth pastor David Haywood, had an ongoing conflict, according to police spokesman. Fayetteville County Sheriff's Detective Kevin Willis told her the Registered Herald of Beckley, West Virginia, that the straw that broke the camel's back was an argument over a T-shirt Lori Haywood wore to a church event.
Okay.
The two couples met at church that day to try to hash out the wives' differences, but, said Willis, it just made it worse. I think Melinda Tony left the meeting and went to her car, and she retrieved her firearm.
Of course she did.
When Pastor Earl moved to stop his wife, the gun discharged. Detective confirmed that Melinda Tony had a concealed weapon permit.
Right, which means it's okay to accidentally discharge. I don't give a fuck if you have a permit.
And it's all these church people.
If you set off a gun...
But what was the T-shirt? We don't know.
Doesn't matter. If you set off a gun, there are no two ways about it. Whatever that bullet hits is your fucking fault. Guns don't misfire. It takes something like 5 pounds of pressure to squeeze a trigger, right? Like, there's no way to do that accidentally. It doesn't work that way. Ugh. Learn your guns, fuckers. Because that annoys me. Straight up, that annoys me. What you got, motherfucker?
The Sharonville, Ohio Police Department found a way to turn a resident's misconceptions about marijuana laws in Hamilton County into a teaching moment on September 3rd. The department posted on its Facebook page a recording call received on August 25th from Mr. Marilyn Manson,
of course,
who complained that 2 Sharonville cops stole my fucking weed last night.
That is a shame.
The angry man insisted that anything under 100 grams is cool, right? But in fact, it was wrong.
That's a shame.
It is legal to possess up to 100 grams of marijuana in the city of Cincinnati, but that law does not cover the entire county, including Sharonville.
Oops.
The officers who confiscated the weed were arresting the man's wife,
right,
whom he identified as Marilyn Manson during the call.
Right, of course.
When they found the contraband in her purse, in a second call to police, the caller also complained that the officers hadn't taken his carry-out order from Red Lobster.
Uh-huh.
It was a fresh meal of Cajun fucking pasta.
God damn it.
He ranted. Fox 19 reported that the police supervisor later met with the man to clarify the laws about marijuana and explain what had happened to his dinner.
Right. Yeah, well, that's...
See there, that's not legal there.
That is not legal. All right, I have to get back to this beautiful piece of journalism.
Okay.
I just can't help it. Sex robots with coding errors could strangle you in the act. But don't worry, you can put their lady parts in the dishwasher. The world is getting pretty kinky, but I think this new story tops them all. Killer robots.
Killer robots.
That will strangle their partners if something that is being worn, if robotics are not regulated properly. Doll collector, Brick Dollbanger, that's his name, Brick Dollbanger, is an expert on sex bots who was warned that a coding error could turn your robotic girlfriend into a killer, strangling you in the act. Dollbanger works with sex robot manufacturers Realbotics and Abyss, where he warned, it scares me to death, it's a machine and it's always going to be a machine. Well, some people like to be strangled, so like there's that, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't quite believe the story when I first read it, so I slid into the world of this Brick Dollbanger, the Dollbanger. Forbes wrote a piece with a lot of girth on the Dollbanger. Get it? See what they said? Yeah. See what they did there? in September 2018, referring to him as a sex robot beta tester. In an article titled, Meet the Man Who Test Drives Sex Robots. So yeah, it's real. He continued, if you're watching the movies Ex Machina, because I honestly believe synthetics are going to look very similar to that movie, maybe in your fantasy. It's going to be a while. It's not going to be something you can hit with a pipe, and it's going to fall apart. I've always said when a synthetic can support itself, that synthetic is going to be much stronger than a normal human.
Normal human.
It's going to be a lot more durable. Instead of having bones, it's going to have high-impact plastic or a plastic and aluminum frame. He has thought too much about this. It's going to be very strong, and it won't get tired. It won't stop unless it runs out of an energy supply. Well, you can just always, unplug the fucker. Unless you can stop it with some kind of projectile like a gun or something like that, boy, this guy has banged a lot of dolls.
Yikes. Unless you can stop it with a gun?
I mean...
Like, you need to stop the sex robot with a gun. Like, gun is going to help you with your sex robot. Okay, what you're going to need is a handgun, son.
Right. A handgun.
Take this sex robot home, but she ain't going to stop until you shoot her.
At least 6 times. Then comes the big warning over a single line of code with Dollbanger adding, quote, one line of bad code, as simple as that. One line of bad code. If you make one mistake and you have a line of bad code in there and it hits this bad line of code, depending upon what it's doing or where its numerous other instances, it could just decide what it's supposed to do. He continues, I's been programmed, and more likely it's going to be answering to a cloud server. Okay, this guy's a fucking idiot. I don't want to read any more of it.
What the hell?
His quotes are impossible to fucking determine. Like, I can't even figure them out. What do you got?
Sex robots from hell, huh?
Yep, that's it. What do you have?
A Texas motorcyclist with the memorable nickname Baby Jesus.
Uh-huh.
Taunted Blue Mound police on August 10th as they tried to pull him over.
Okay.
Police posted dashcam video of Jesus Sebastian Gomez doing wheelies and standing on his motorcycle while weaving in and out of traffic, eventually getting away from officers.
Okay.
Fox News reported that witnesses viewing the video helped identify the rider.
Okay.
And police issued a statement urging Gomez to turn himself in.
Okay.
You need to come to speak with us regarding this incident.
Right.
Or we can come to you.
Yeah.
We could have come to a baby Jesus meeting.
Yes. But we didn't.
They offered.
Because we don't want to come to Jesus.
Gomez surrendered to the Tarrant County Sheriff's Office on September 4th and was charged with evading arrest.
Arrest.
Evading arrest.
That
Dude,
is a terrible shame.
they almost got Jesus, but they didn't.
It's a good thing they didn't get Jesus, because, that would be terrible.
It's probably baby Jesus.
Maybe. I don't know.
He's Jesus Sebastian Gomez. I don't think he's Jesus Sebastian Gomez.
You know what? Nothing would surprise me.
Either one. He'd probably be like, you could call me either.
You'd
Either Jesus or Son of God or Jesus or,
yes.
Hey you.
Right.
That one works sometimes.
Sometimes I do. I would will answer to that.
Hey baby, what's your name?
Tyreeka, that's on the one.
What's your name? Baby Jesus.
Baby Jesus.
Motherfucking
baby Jesus, goddammit. What's wrong with being baby Jesus, goddammit? Shouldn't be anything wrong with calling him grown man baby Jesus, goddammit. Goddammit. All right, I think it's time for a break.
Oh, shit. Representative Raul Ruiz, 47, a California Democrat representing 36th District Congressional District, may face an unusual opponent in the November 2020 election, GOP candidate Raul Ruiz.
Okay.
So Raul Ruiz, 47, versus Raul Ruiz, 57.
Okay.
A construction contractor. I want to give the citizens another option, and I will say this. I had the name first.
Me first, man.
Because I am older,
Yes.
I am the elder of the Raul Ruiz.
Yes.
So if you are looking for the OG
OG.
Raul Ruiz,
Yes.
it is me.
Tis me.
I am the most interesting candidate in the world.
Yes.
Yes.
He only loses elections to himself.
He is not Raul Ruiz.
I am.
I am Raul Ruiz. The only one.
The only one.
You can be Raul 2.0.
Yes.
Or maybe Raul Jr.
That's right.
Can we just call him Jr.?
I will just call him like other guy.
And then Donald Trump would be like, yep, Lion Jr. over there. I mean, are you really gonna vote for Jr. or are you gonna go for the OG?
That would
Raul
be me.
Ruiz.
That would be me, the OG.
Boy, I really hope Raul Ruiz pulls this one out.
I mean, we are certainly hoping.
Which one do I vote for?
That's right. Which one do I vote for?
So then you're gonna have this dude running around town going, vote for the second one you see on the ballot.
That's right. Raul Ruiz dos.
It's the second one on the ballot. Don't pick the first one. That's the other guy.
That's the other guy. Be sure you get this right. It's very important that you get this right.
You have to use a pen.
Use a pen.
Don't use a pencil on your ballot.
Not a pencil.
And pick the second Raul Ruiz, not the first one you see.
Raul Ruiz to.
So how are they going to differentiate between the two if...
Fuck if I know. We're going to break. More of ADHD Radio right after this.
I am Raul Ruiz.
That's right.
You are Raul Ruiz. B.
Raul Ruiz dos. That's right.
C. Nuevo Raul Ruiz.
Correct. All right.
He's whiter than me. Just call him Blanco.
Blanco.
Are you really going to vote for Blanco Jr.? Yep, Lion Blanco Jr.
Good luck. It's not going to work very well. Anyway, okay, let's get back to the hand job, shall we? That's like probably way more interesting. Let's get this over here so that the people have a shot at seeing it, and we'll get my ugly mug out of there. And killed with your own gun. I guess you can't fix stupid. Shots fired at the site of a Raptors championship raid. Nah, fuck that. He died mysteriously in South Carolina. His New Jersey family wants answers. Here's a fun one. The shit swap. Are poop transplants a magic bullet? We've covered this on the show, so I'm not going to get back into it. But the shit swap is actually a pretty brilliant thing. That's a terrible news story. Woman jabbed at Florida sea turtle nest with stick, thereby making her a terrible person. Man jumps from the hotel balcony, breaks ribs, and sues hotel for $35,000. Fuck. Washington State waterfront owners asked to take dead whales. Wow. This is so much easier with two people. And I could carry it, but it's much, much easier when I can think and not curate at exactly the same time. But fuck it. Look, there's ass. What the fuck? That is not the right article. And it is. 15 celebrities who ridiculously insured their own body parts. Kim Kardashian's ass is insured for $21 million. Oh boy, do they want to double down on the hits for this. Fuck it. We could do better. Woman bites boyfriend's tongue off after asking for last kiss when he broke up with her. I don't care. Angry wife redesigns her husband's car after she caught him cheating. I believe there are a few country songs about that one. Unicorn nipples. Oh yeah, we're going to go there. We are abso-fucking-lutely going to go there. Unicorn nipples. to be stocked by Toy Store in Vietnam. This is all kinds of awesome. The entrepreneur behind a bizarre invention has finally found a toy store to stock his lucky unicorn nipples. Wow. Danny Ruxton, the man at the helm of the Ruxton Corps, spent a year designing and making the strange good luck charm, along with Dutch designer Richie van Dahl. The 32-year-old showed off a pair of colorful teats. It actually says teats. In their display case last year for the first time, but many Brits, many Brits still have to wait some time to get their hands on the nipples. Awesome. Danny Ruxton, who lives in Larkfield, said, "Lucky unicorn nipples are up and running, which is great news." In this case, I think I have to give a shout out to the Drone Lounge. And for those of you who don't know what the Drone Lounge is, you're never going to know. But the Drone Lounge will know. Yeah, motherfuckers. Unicorn nipples. Hang on a sec. Let's see. Oh, yeah. Good stuff. I want to know what these actually are. Oh, here it is. The product is made from plastic, fur, and food-safe PVC. Wow. He said, "I am getting more traction with more celebrities wearing these, so you actually can wear unicorn nipples." What these little turds are fake plastic that are food safe. I guess the idea is you can suck them. This is awesome. Does it belong in, like, a child's toy store? No. Maybe an erotic toy store, but definitely not a... Wow. Woo! Okay. We're just going to leave that be. That's impressive. Speaking of the Drone Lounge, I might as well cover this one, while I'm at it, because, it's, if you know about drones, you probably already read it, but I haven't covered this on the show, and it's pretty great. Operating a drone in Japan while drunk could lead to a year in prison thanks to new legislation. The law passed by the country's parliament this week seeks to rein in growing use of unmanned aerial vehicles. Those found to be intoxicated while flying a drone could also face a fine of up to 300,000 yen or 220,000 pounds. Or if you're an American, I don't know, a fair number of dollars. Now I have to know. Let's find out. Copy, paste. Yeah, it's about $3,000. The law covers drones weighing more than 200 grams, which, unless you're using a racing drone, is pretty much all of them, and also puts limits on where drones can be flown. It's about time. It's about time. Quote, "We believe operating drones after consuming alcohol is as serious as drink driving." By the way, that's actually what they say in Japanese. Drink driving instead of drunk driving. I don't want to get into the details. It doesn't really matter. Anyway, moving on. Wow. As well as fines over drunken use, the legislation also levies fines on pilots who perform dangerous stunts with their drone. Those caught quickly plunging the craft. Let's see. Towards crowds could face fines of up to 500,000 yen. Motherfucker, yeah. That is not a small amount of yen. Wow. Drones are now being banned from being flown within 300 meters, or about 1,000 feet, of Japan's armed forces military personnel and defense-related facilities. It's about time. It's about fucking time. Japan's parliament buildings and the prime minister's office. Oh yeah, like this was a recurring problem. Do you think the prime minister routinely had to stop giving a speech because they heard a thwonk against the window? Maybe. Anyone operating a drone in Japan does not need a license, but they must abide by the following regulations. Okay. Let's get that big and fine right up there on the big screen. Here are the rules. You have to stay below 150 meters. 150 meters, which is, for the idiots, in these United States, just under 500 feet, 492 feet. That's nearly the same as US, but I don't want to get into that because that's not the point of this show. You have to avoid airports. No fucking way! Avoid crowded areas, only fly during daylight, and keep the drone within visual line of sight. Anyone failing to abide by these established regulations could face a fine of up to 500,000 yen. Okay. That's not a small figure, but it's also not unaffordable for idiots. That's $4,600. Ah. The fun never ends on the fucking internet. Just ask, boy, I need to get better at this. Just ask these two motherfuckers. Wow. McDonald's workers sprayed with fire extinguisher after argument over cheeseburger price. Meh, I don't care. Blood donation breakthrough sees scientists convert all types to O using gut bacteria. That's pretty fucking awesome. Not sure if there are repercussions, but it is pretty badass. Ooh, that's pretty funny. Jerusalem waitresses flash bras to scare off ultra-Orthodox protesters. Now, if you are actually ultra-Orthodox Jew, you probably don't protest normally. I'm going to go out on a limb here and say it's only the posing ultra-Orthodox Jews, because the truly ultra-Orthodox Jews are in no way, shape, or form going to be protesting. And they sure as hell are not going to tolerate bras thrown at their faces. Ah. Wow, this is impressive. This is so impressive. Not lucky unicorns. Fuck! Ethiopian woman gives birth and then sits for exams 30 minutes later. A woman in Ethiopia has taken her exams in a hospital bed just 30 minutes after giving birth. Now, what sort of exams, you may ask? Well, this is the BBC, so it's going to be, secondary school. That's fucking awesome. Look, you've got normal people, or more like superficial bitches, who are sitting here wanting to look pretty for Instagram, and then you've got this badass bitch in Ethiopia. And I do mean badass. Holy shit. Hope to sit for tests before her babies were born. Her baby was born, but secondary school exams were postponed because of Ramadan. She went into labor on Monday shortly before the first exam was due to start. Ms. Almaz said studying while pregnant was not a problem, and she did not want to wait the next year to graduate. She took her English, Amharic, I don't know what Amharic is, and math secondary school exams in the hospital on Monday, and will sit to her remaining tests at the exam center over the next 2 days. Wow. Wow. Okay. Look long and hard, other women of Instagram. This chick, fucking respect. Fucking respect. I straight up respect that. Wow. That is incredible. What do you have to say about that, Kevin? I'm just kidding. Kevin's not here. There's no Kevin. You see, usually this is the view where you'd see Kevin. He's not there. There's no Kevin there. Wow. I straight up fucking respect. That chick, probably one of the most impressive things I've heard all day, if not at least all month. I suppose this is probably as good a time as any for a break. Wow, I did an hour and a half. How do you like that? An hour and a half of ADHD radio, brought to you by yours truly, a video vamp. And they say that this is not a skill. The gift of gab is not a thing. Let me tell you something, motherfucker. It absolutely is. And I like doing it, so why the fuck not? Okay. Yeah, let me pull up the break. I could keep reading headlines, and usually this is the part where Kevin would be gassing on, but he's not here. So he is almost certainly not going to be gassing on. Let's see. What do we want? How far back do we want to go in the seedy underbelly of ADHD radio? Because we could go way back. But every time we end up going way back, I find that I end up getting pulled down because this show used to be broadcast with background music. And to that end, it almost always finds 5 seconds where I have to take a breath. And in those 5 seconds, it goes, "You got a copyright violation from some motherfucker out there." And I hate that, and it makes me crazy. But I'm over it. If this is what gets me pulled off of YouTube, fine. We've been doing this show for 14 years. And if I can't replay something from 2017, then the world is completely broken. I mean, YouTube's content policing system is mildly broken to begin with, but this is, seriously broken. Let me be sure that I've got a good update here. Just to be sure all the ducks are in a row. There it is. While VLC is updating, I should probably tell you that this show is brought to you by the number Z and the letter go fuck yourself and all that good stuff. And if you want to call in, I did actually put the phones up, 984-664-2723. You could also chat in, but I've been completely ignoring the chats. Sorry, peoples who have been writing in. I've just completely ignored it. Again, usually running this as a one-man thing is not an easy feat, but it certainly is an achievable one. So let me run this update and extract this thingamahoozy. What's it? I suppose I could do a replay. All right, we're back. Kevin's back.
Yeah.
Vam's back, and everybody's back. Yes, we are back.
Okay, so this Raul Ruiz, if you look at him, he looks like Steve Harvey.
Okay.
So if I was the younger guy, I would totally clown on this fucker and say that he looks like Steve Harvey.
Okay.
Wouldn't you?
Kind of, yeah.
Totally Steve Harvey.
I mean, he's Hispanic instead of black.
I'm Raul Ruiz. I am not Steve Harvey.
Right, not Steve Harvey. Can you, be not Steve Harvey over there, please?
Can we just say on the ballot that he is Steve Harvey?
That would be much easier.
And then this dude kind of looks like Kevin from the Wonder Years, but Hispanic and a little chunky.
Okay.
Don't you think?
Kind of, yeah.
Or maybe Paul Rodriguez.
It's possible, yeah.
A little bit.
A little bit.
Raul Matthew Ruiz, 57, Republican carpenter from Paris, is running because he sees big government policies that AOC, Congressman Ruiz, and the rest of the liberal partisans in Congress are pushing, and he hopes that they are threatening what makes this country great.
Okay.
According to his website.
Right.
Ruiz, the first-time congressional candidate, is the chief executive officer of Tri-R Generation Contractors.
Okay.
A Paris-based construction company that works on residential remodel projects. He lives in the 41st Congressional District, represented by Representative Mark Takano, Democrat from Riverside.
Okay.
And withdrew from last year's Paris City Council election after admitting to misrepresenting his address.
Ooh, technicality. That is not a good technicality.
But really, that was my girlfriend's house.
It was actually my second side piece's house. I didn't quite know what to do.
We don't define our relationships.
That's right.
Raul Ruiz does not discriminate.
Oh, and he's referring to himself in the third person of all things.
Yes.
Of course he is.
Raul Ruiz is very sorry.
Oh, he's extremely sorry. Let me tell you, Raul Ruiz, on behalf of all three of us, are we are exceptionally sorry.
I grew up picking vegetables in the fields that feed America.
That's right.
In my 20s, I became a carpenter, and I started a business and employed hundreds,
I'm the
building homes,
right.
creating jobs, making other families' American dreams come true.
I'm the
And
most
then
interesting vegetable farmer and
I branched out into sex robots.
sex robots. Let me tell you.
Look, this is Carlos. He tests the robots.
He tests the robots, and apparently one line of code will choke you, but it's okay. You can put their lady parts in the dishwasher.
Can you program it to just choke a little?
I mean, like, just a little bit. Like,
Like a little chokey.
just a little choke. Like, don't actually close off the airway. Just, like, choke them until they're dizzy. Just like, cut off the freaking, what are they called? Damn it, the arteries that supply your brain. I don't know. Anyway.
The Ruiz versus Ruiz face-off isn't the first time candidates with identical names
v. Ruiz
have appeared next to each other on the ballot. In 2018, Representative Ron
Estas.
Republican from Kansas, faced a challenger also named Ron Estas.
That is highly unfortunate.
In the Republican primary election, the Secretary of State listed the challenger as Ron M. Estes.
Okay.
If you're going to vote for Ron Estes,
Yeah.
vote for the one with the M.
Right.
Not the one that doesn't have the M.
Oh, man. I'm going to need one of those Braille ballots because I'm totally confused.
This is clearly an attempt to deceive Kansas voters again.
Yeah, it happens, every now and again.
Rep. Estes ultimately won the primary by a 62 percentage point margin.
Of course he did.
Rep. Ruiz's campaign consult Roy Baer and the Republican choice to enlist a candidate named Raul Ruiz distracts from the political issues facing the district.
As they do.
He does kind of look like the Latino Ted Cruz, too. Just throwing that one out
I think
there.
it's the double chin and the always open mouth.
Little Ted Cruz-ish in this photo.
It's also that imp-looking face.
They know they can't beat the real Dr. Ruiz. Oh, one of them's a doctor.
Oh, well, then he should just say Dr. Ruiz, or it should be like...
Vote for the doctor.
Right, whatever Ruiz MD. I wonder if you can actually put MD...
Who did you want for Congress? Yes, that's right, the doctor.
The doctor.
They just call me the doctor.
I wonder if you're allowed to put that, though. Like, these are things I don't know. It's possible. I don't see why not.
Their whole strategy is to try to confuse voters, says Baer. She's right.
Well, I'm certainly confused. I mean...
But Towie said Ruiz's campaign wasn't about the fact that he'd shared a name with the Democratic incumbent.
Okay.
There is no attempt to confuse voters. Raul lays out what he is running in the video and release.
And release.
Hello, I am Raul Ruiz. I am running for... yes.
Yes.
Congress.
Congress.
Do not vote for the Democrat, Raul Ruiz.
No.
Vote for the doctor.
Vote for the doctor.
I am the doctor.
I'm the doctor.
I need a doctor.
Doctor, please help me. There's a massive...
See, if I was Dr. Ruiz, I would totally get rights to that song. I need a doctor.
There's a huge crack in my ass, doctor.
Plus, that motherfucker looks like Steve Harvey.
Right.
Seriously. Like, I would clown on his shit all day long.
Yeah, he really does.
How's that Family Feud going, Ruiz?
Yeah, that's right. Oh, you can't say that on television.
We have 74 people.
That's terrible.
Which one of these sex robots has the bad line of code? The one that chokes you and kills you?
That's okay.
Survey said?
Survey
17.
says... 17.
That's a very good guess.
Oh, here's a classy piece of journalism. Man.
Classy.
We're just finding all the winners this week. Let me see if I can blow this up so that the people can actually see it.
So I for one can't wait for this race between Ruiz and Ruiz.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta check that shit out.
Yeah, I mean,
It's probably fucking awesome.
I for one actually don't care. I'm gonna put that one up there.
I really think that Ruiz should take it.
Oh yeah, Ruiz is going to be victorious.
Not
no
the
matter
blue
what.
one, the red one.
Right, one of the Ruizes is going to
One of the Latinos.
one of the Latinos. That makes even less sense.
We sent ICE to both of their offices.
Whoever proves they're a citizen first wins.
We took their children anyway.
We took the children just out of sheer spite.
Just 'cause.
Just for fun.
Hey, you, Ruiz Jr. That's not my name.
Shut up, Ruiz Jr. It is too.
All of you are named Ruiz Jr.
That's right. Check this piece of journalism out. Husband fakes his own death to prove his wife hired a hitman to kill him. A man has explained how he faked his death to prove his wife had hired a hitman to murder him. Ramon Sosa from Houston, Texas, worked with the detectives and a close friend in 2015 after officers realized that his wife, Maria, was planning to have him killed. An acquaintance of the couple, known as Mundo, because doesn't everyone need some dude named Mundo?
Yeah, for sure.
I feel like it's basically a requirement. Like, if you live in Texas, you gotta know some dude named Mundo. Like,
means the world.
There are no two ways about it.
It means the world, Chico, and everyone in it. I am
An acquaintance
Mundo.
of the couple had contacted police officers in Texas, and Ms. Sosa asked him to find someone to murder her husband.
Oh, just get Mundo to do it.
This is just weird.
Mundo can do it.
They've got these pictures that apparently are like trying to show shit.
Okay, so since Russia fucked with our elections, right? When is the next Russian presidential election, and how fast can we get somebody else named Vladimir Putin ready to go?
I feel like this is a really bad idea.
We should totally run somebody against Vladimir Putin, sponsored by America, who's named Vladimir Putin, don't you think?
I think the only thing people like less than Putin
would be another Putin.
Yeah. He was just reelected.
I'm totally better than the other Putin.
He was just reelected in 2018, so it's going to be a while. The next one is in 2024.
Sure, he was Vladimir Putin first, but I was Vladimir Putin all my life.
I'm more Putin-y.
I am more qualified to be a Putin than him.
Right, I'm far more Putin. I don't know. Not a terrible idea as ideas go, but I just...
Putin versus Putin.
Oh, that would be very confusing.
And we could do pay-per-view, yes?
Right. Of course you have to pay to watch the election.
President Dickwad came to Rio Rancho yesterday.
Don't want to hear about it.
President Dickwad. Oh, there's an Albuquerque teacher who is on a 12-game winning streak on Jeopardy.
Okay.
Pretty awesome. I think he's up to something like $300,000.
Ew.
Hell yeah.
Ew. That's not bad.
Kick some ass, Jeopardy man.
Let's see. EasyJet pilot suffers mid-air anxiety attack during flight with 148 passenger. That's not good. I'm gonna go down with like very not good.
Albuquerque ranked in most fun U.S. city study. Are you fucking kidding me?
Okay.
How does that work?
How the fuck would I know?
I want to know. Come on, Google, give it to me. This comes from KRQE News for 13 Albuquerque.
Okay.
Albuquerque, New Mexico, a new study by Wallet Hub compared the fun to be had in more than 180 U.S. cities based on 66 different metrics.
Okay.
They range from fitness centers per capita to average open hours of breweries. Albuquerque came in at number 63 on the list. Okay. Las Vegas, Nevada took the top spot, and Pearl City, Hawaii came in last.
Okay.
Why does it say we were ranked in most fun, and then it says we're 66?
66 out of 100.
I mean, some people do get stabbed.
Right.
You know, and that's not fun.
Well, look, APD hasn't killed...
Do they have a stabbing metric?
Yeah. I wonder if there is the most stabby place, like, in the country. Because that would be a great thing. All right, here's what I got.
We would be number 2, probably, behind Chicago.
French company liable after employee dies during sex on a business trip.
Sex on a business trip.
A French company has been found liable for the death of an employee who had cardiac arrest while having sex with a stranger on a business trip. And by stranger, we mean prostitute. A Paris court ruled that his death was an industrial accident.
Sex on a business
That doesn't even make sense. And that the family was entitled to compensation. The firm had argued that the man was not carrying out professional duties when he joined, at least in this country, it's not an industrial action or an industrial action unless you are following the course and scope of your corporate duties.
Hey, it was his duty.
It was his dick's duty.
To be hitting that booty.
Duty booty. I don't want to hear about it. But under French law, an employer is responsible for any accident that occurs during a business trip. That doesn't even make sense to me. A man named, of course his name is Javier X, was working as an engineer for TSO, a railway services company based near Paris. He died at a hotel during a trip to central France in 2013 as a result of what the employer called an extramarital relationship with a perfect stranger. Yes, he was having sex with a prostitute. Why don't they call it that? This is not complicated. Shouldn't be, at least.
Right.
Like, there's exactly one word for that. He was having sex with a prostitute. Oh, no. Now you're onto fucking chicken sandwiches. What do you got?
Kentucky Fried Chicken and Donut Sandwich.
Uh-huh.
In case you missed it, America's been kind of obsessed with chicken sandwiches lately.
Yeah,
but
no
KFC's
kidding.
iteration may be taking it a bit too far, or maybe not.
Or maybe not.
KFC announced it will be testing a combination of fried chicken and glazed donuts.
Of course they are.
Beginning September 16th. A move that is either genius or insane.
It's actually kind of both, but that's what they're going for.
Customers have two options: a chicken and donut basket meal for $5.49,
Okay.
which includes chicken tenders and a bone chicken, plus a donut, or
Okay.
a chicken sandwich for $5.99,
All right.
featuring a fried chicken patty between two donut buns.
Where's the fucking special sauce? That's what I want to know.
I want to put my meat in your donut.
Okay, stop.
And if you just want the donut, you can add one to any meal for $1.
Okay.
To be honest, the combination of salty and sweet is a little enticing.
Mm-hmm.
It's basically like chicken and waffles, right?
Yeah, with a little more strange mixed in.
And that donut hamburger is already a staple at state fairs across the country.
Right.
So maybe KFC is onto something.
I suppose.
Or maybe they're just trying to capitalize on some of the chicken sandwich craze. Who is to say? Either way, the new item will be available for a limited time through the KFC.
Oh, God.
Didn't know when that time would end. They're not nationally available just yet. Only in Norfolk and Richmond, Virginia, and Pittsburgh.
And fucking Pittsburgh.
Notably, they're not in Kentucky.
Oh, yeah. Who knew?
If weird fried chicken sandwich combinations are your thing, KFC also created a Cheetos chicken sandwich over the summer.
Right. Of course they did.
So this may not be the last chicken sandwich game we see from the KFC.
All right, I got one. Check this out. This one, I've got to say, I'm not pleased with the police.
This looks like the donut. There's like nut on the chicken. Okay, anyway, sorry.
Cops shut down a massive 3,000 person game of hide and seek at IKEA. More than 3,000 people planned a giant game of hide and seek at an IKEA store in Scotland.
Nice.
But a team of police officers weren't playing around and broke up the fun. You pricks!
Oh.
That's not okay. Revelers plan to turn the sprawling furniture chain in Glasgow into an impromptu playground on a Facebook event page last week, prompting the store to call the police. Wait a minute, so the store wasn't in on it? Yeah, that wouldn't be cool. 5 cops stayed at the shop for an entire day on August 31st to gauge whether folks were browsing for a cheap desk or actually hunting for the perfect hiding place. That's pretty great. Ultimately, there were no arrests. Man, you are sucking, Scottish police. And no major issues for the cops to deal with. You should have just let management play. Like, that's the story. Management, like, have you ever dealt with retail management? They're not like the sharpest knives in the drawer, okay? Just tell them Brad Pitt will be there or something. They'll be like, of course you can use the store. We'll just close it down right now. In Europe, the trend of playing the game at IKEA has picked up steam in recent years, with a stunning 32,000 Facebook users signing up for one event in the Netherlands. I bet that one wasn't shut down. Want to know why? Because the Dutch are fucking awesome. That's why. What do you find, Kevin?
Oh,
He's
just
loading
looking
something.
around.
Nothing?
Gary Lamb, 54, made the job of Toronto, Canada police surface easier on August 23rd when he allegedly made a photocopy of his face during a break-in at a commercial property there.
Okay.
Police said the suspect ate some food items, and created a picture of his face, which he left behind.
Okay.
Fox News reported that police eventually arrested Lamb, who was already in custody on an unrelated incident, and charged him with breaking and entering and failing to comply with probation.
Nice.
Broke in, made a copy of his face, and ate their food. That's what Canadians do. They're fucking weird, aren't they?
They're creative.
And that's like high crime in Canada, I think. I'm not sure. Like, they don't have much to do they? They play hockey and shit.
Yeah, they just, I don't know.
We knock each other's teeth out, eh?
Of course we do, hey? High school football players beat a duck to death.
Oh,
There's no story there.
poor duck.
That is a shame. Kevin, quit looking at cell phones.
Dun, dun, dun.
You can't afford them.
That's true.
Yeah, so don't even look. You're just going to confuse.
Judge declines to increase bond for R. Kelly
Okay.
or give him $100,000 back to the woman who posted his bail.
Okay.
Damn.
I mean, why did she post his bail to begin with?
Right?
And it is also, it's called bail because you don't get it back.
Right?
And like until the court thing is over. Like that's how it works. Straight up, that's how it works. No ifs, ands, or buts. You can't be like, oh, I'm sorry, I'd like that money back now. That's not how bail works.
Now NBC is starting their own streaming service also?
Of course they are.
Oh, Christ, on a cupcake.
I hate this FOMO though. Like this whole FOMO thing is kind of dumb.
What do you mean?
Well, FOMO is fear of missing out, right?
Right.
Well, that's what this feels like. CBS started it. They did it right. And, now I get to watch Colbert without any commercials.
Right.
And it's great. Like, it's fantastic. And now, one by one, ABC, apparently, NBC is finally like, fuck, we're like FOMOing. And I'm sure that they have all sorts of stupid crap. The problem is CBS has always been the big one of the three.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, this is just not going to work very well. What do you have? Don't.
Oh, it's a video.
I don't want YouTube. I'm not putting that.
Either.
I'm not putting that shit on there. Man, striking out. I guess we could end early. You want to do your phone? We'll end early.
All right.
All right. That'll do it for ADHD Radio. We're usually on the air for an additional 15 minutes, but Kevin lost his phone, so I'm going to loan him an Android phone.
Yay, Android phone.
That's right. In this case, for Kevin, it's like, the greatest phone is the one that he can afford.
That works. Yeah.
Which is none of them. So he's going to have my like backup phone for a while.
Backup phone.
I suppose. Okay, so yep, that'll do it for ADHD Radio. We come to you each and every week live from Albuquerque, New Mexico. This show is recorded, podcasted, edited, whatever the fuck. Well, actually, it's not edited. This show comes to you live every week from Albuquerque, New Mexico. We are live from 4 to 6 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. You can find the podcast somewhere on your podcast aggravator, wherever you decide to aggravate your podcasts. And that'll do it for us. Big to beats, motherfuckers!